Good evening, SpeedGaming fans. I'm Kuchiri, and welcome to the Order of Ecclesia Castlevania Randomizer. This is more of a showcase, and we're going to showcase one of the 3DS randomizers, specifically the last one to come out. Today we have Fusecv and Solon Suzuki going to showcase a standard run on easier settings. Using the DS randomizer tool, you can actually randomize all 3 DS games to basically have all kinds of different things happen, like full-on map random, things of that nature. Anyway, so we're getting everything all set and ready. But if you're new to the Castlevania RPGs or Ecclesia, or I'm just going to shorten to OOE, our runners are going to have to run through about 15 to 20 different maps. These areas will have villagers hidden, glyphs hidden to give them powers, and items all randomized. These runners will need to find all the villagers to open up Dracula's castle, find the 3 pieces to open up their way to Dracula, plus the 3 glyphs of Dominus to give them the power to finally destroy Dracula once for all. And so there's a lot of stuff we need to find and a lot of maps to get through. So we're hopefully going to be starting here soon. Hello! And it looks like our runners are off. So we're going to get our first chest check here to get our glyph sleeves, and we're also going to get Nitiso. I'm going to butcher half these names. I want you guys to know that, and I'm very sorry. Alright, so we get some sickles. She's already showing off the little beam attack as we're going through the tutorial here. Alright, so we got some beefy skeletons. Solon may regret not getting the first weapon, those beams, as Fuse just tears apart those skeletons. We're almost done the tutorial area here, and we'll probably start checking out some of the maps out there. We're getting some glyph changes. Solon now gets his laser beam attack. As you see, all the areas are open, and Fuse has decided to go to Taimo Mountains. As will Solon. Ooh, nice hit point max up, and they're out. Rufus forces them next. Again, we have to find all the villagers to unlock Dracula's castle, I believe. I believe that's the saying we're on for today. Of course, our runners are also going to try and kill as many enemies as they can to get leveled up faster. As Fuse gets a level up there. And we still I am not going to try and pronounce out these glitch names. So it looks like most of our runners, the runners right now, are just trying to get their max up items from early chests in these areas. Alright, Solon's the first one to go into a village to regain his heart and to get the glyph of Topor.
You have saved me.
And of course, we have saved the first villager. One down, just a few more to go. Fuse is going to save another villager there. Decides to pick up the magical ticket, which is going to be very beneficial to teleporting, I believe, back to the village. Been a while since I played OE, so I don't fully remember all the little small stuff, but I'm going to break up this wall to get a glyph there. And that glyph is Arma Machina. Solon is now joining Fuse at the Claudius channel. Ah! Spike breaker. Alright. So it looks like Fuse is going to go to that villager. Also going to open up this chest. Get some tarts. Alright, so what do we have in our shop today? Just healing items right now. Alright, looks like someone's going to also check that shop. And oh, someone actually didn't check the shop. Just went there for a save. Is now in the monastery. Get some Earl Grey teeth. Oh! And Fuse actually got a Mandrake root. I forgot the brown chests were randomized for both of them. Now we do actually have a Castlevania Randomizer Discord. Everyone's free to join. Excuse me. I am glyph locations. Everything's open. I believe villagers are also randomized, or their locations are the same but the villagers different. There's a lot of things you can randomize in the DS-Vanias. We actually do have a Aria Randomizer tournament coming up. One of the GBA Castlevania randomizers. You guys are welcome to join both the Discords. The Aria will be a accessible, friendly tournament. I know most of the runners will help you learn how to play the game and things of that nature if you're really new. Solon's the first one to destroy the giant skeleton here in the prison. Fuse is getting close to having that destruction as well. The laser's doing a lot of work. And then we get a Spear Knight that resists beams. I do believe Fuse has a little bit of a higher level. There we get a shield on Solon's side. Solon was looking at the stats the dress gave and decided not to equip it. Fuse is following suit. We'll get the dress. Probably will check it out as well. Alright. So again, we're still looking for the Dominus glyphs as well. We're also trying to get some movement glyphs, I do believe, as well. Alright, we get another villager saved.
Saved!
Oh, I forgot, I didn't realize we got the double jump, but it was probably around the time I was saying we needed more movement options. Double jump is going to be really good for these runners. And looks like we get ourselves... I did not see that, my bad. I was trying to see what kind of weapon that was, but it looks like a cross. Solon does get another villager out of this section. Followed by Fuse. Looks like Solon just has a tiny lead on Fuse right now. Alright, we get some glyph drops, some fire attacks, which is always good. Solon is trying to decide where he wants to go next. And to the lighthouse. Dame is boosting across the spikes and is going to fight the boss here. Ooh. This is going to be kind of awkward to fight this boss without the slingshot glyph. Someone's going to try and find the attack that allows them to strike the crab boss. Lasers doing decent amount of damage, however the crab did get a big hit on Solon though. Now, 5 holy beams probably would cook this crab well. Just saying. Alright, we're down to phase 2. And Fuse just got out of the prison. And we'll see what Fuse decides to do. Heart refill. Alright, going on to the last bit. While this is going on, Fuse is doing a shop run right now. And time for Smash Crafts. Alright, and the glyph for the reward is a sword. And a villager. Alright, looks like Fuse went into the wintry forest over there.
Welcome, welcome. Hey, want to buy something?
Using some fire pillars to destroy these monsters out there.
Come back again.
Solon's fallen Fuse there to the Misty Forest Rose as well. We got Dog Glyph and Pup Time. Chad's enjoying that. So like both these runners are trying to get to that red chest by kicking off the spirits there, and it's a moon ring. Let's point out, Chad, it was one of the 3 Cerberus glyphs. I do believe we need 2 more to enter the Dracula's area of the castle. Solon's going to try and get to that glyph up there in the top left. Gotta be careful on his health. He did buy some potions though. Very nice. Well, it looks like there's some slowdown there, and it's Fortis Fio.
Let's play, cute little kitty. Let's play, cute little kitty. Let's play, cute little kitty.
And apparently, the succubus wants to play with the cute little kitty, which we all do, unless you're allergic to cats. Fuse is going XP heavy route here. Definitely try and make sure his stats are high enough for when he do get to Dracula, it's an easier fight. Someone's going through the skeleton cave. Let's see where Fuse decides to go. Also the skeleton cave. So both our runners are following similar paths. Just looks like Solon's a little bit ahead. Fuse is going again for a more XP heavy route, so who knows? So, we get ourselves another red glyph here, and it is the flight. We have flight. So that was going to give Solon and Fuse here in a couple of minutes more options for movement. We still have yet to find any of the Dominus glyphs, though. That's another thing we do need to find first. Solon's currently level 10 for level checks here. Alright, Solon's going to the boss of the skeleton cave. And Fuse is following. Solon gets the boss down, gets a nice level up there, while Fuse is burning the boss alive. And also gets the kill.
Thank
We
you.
get Dominus and a villager save from him, though. And looks like Solon was going to try and get past all the bone pillars. Going to give it a second go. Bone pillars is not taking the lasers lightly. Alright, Solon's looks like they're giving up. Fuse, I believe took a death. I wasn't quite looking at that. We'll see if Fuse decides to go after that red chest. Does not. I believe Solon did, but Aria used it to get out of the prison. Question in chat if anyone of them got a magical ticket. Alright, Fuse is gonna go get his flight now. Looks like he skipped all the way to the bottom without going this route. We get some nice XP from it too. Alright, Solon's returning to the first area both runners visited when they got here. Ooh, nice strength ring find for Solon. And we're breaking spikes. Another villager saved. couple of nice red chests up there next to that spider. We'll find out what's up in these. Sun and Queen of Hearts. Someone's going to try and jump across this gap here. Fuse is trying to decide where they want to go. Going to the Giants laboratory, I believe it said. Fuse having some trouble with some weird leopards. Fuse finds a treasure hat and a villager. Oh, it looks like Fuse got cursed by that spirit. Alright, we get some more high-level spells from both sides. Ooh, nice. Vol Umbra is actually not that bad of a spell. There's not that many enemies in this game that's weak to dark. Sorry. Alright, looks like Fuse is going to go against the monster. Someone's still getting to the mountains. Pretty sure Frankenstein's monster was never a big fan of fire, so... So we're using flamethrowers on him. Nice DPS right there. Solon finds Volacia. Your magic meter fills almost instantly. If you ever look at Fuse's side, that basically just fills right back up. Solon gets another villager.
Holy.
Holy! Solon's going back to the village. Probably just to save, and we'll see where Solon decides to go next. Oblivion Ridge. Ooh, Fuse gotta be careful. This creature almost stepped on him. Both runners are currently level 12, actually. Someone's also going to be fighting the Trimmer's fish here. Fuse finishes his fight. Alright, now we have some wings, I believe. Ooh, Solon actually got that fight done fast. Alright, gonna go through the shop, not much there. Solon finds a platinum plate inside the breakable wall. So Fuse is going to have a much faster time getting through this mountain area with flight. Alright, so Solon's on the Giant's dwelling. He will get his flight at the end after defeating the creature. Fuse is flying! Not a fan of where those wings came out of. Those did not look comfortable.
Where are you, Fusecv? Where are you, Fusecv?
And we're still looking for a few more glyphs. Don't forget, Dracula Castle is still where a massive chunk of this game is, just like any other castle. So when it gets to the creature fight. Oh! Solon taking a death there. Was he... He wasn't using Dominus, was he? He was, okay. It was doing 300 damage a hit. For those who don't know, we are going for the best ending. And sheesh, Solon just using that actually gets the Goliath medal for being Goliath without actually getting hit by the boss. So we're going back to the what is normally the first main action area of the game. With the flight, can finish checking the checks they skipped earlier. And just like in any other randomizer, it's not over until the duns are put in chat. Oh, we got Magnus! Haha! Normally you get... So wait, that was a... Flight locked Magnus. That's actually kind of funny, because normally this area you get Magnus and you use that to get up there. That's kind of funny. That's hilarious, actually. Counterpoint subs are always very nice to have. No, question chat, the absorb animation does not give iframes. And there's 4 glyphs here. Something we already had. Looks like we're not going to the boss yet.
Wings. Oh.
Looks like Fuse is going through the prison again. Going to use their wings to get to areas that they couldn't get to earlier. Looks like someone's done with the monster. Still furious to go. Ooh, and Fuse got the Dominus Hatred, so I believe the Dominus glyphs are tied up. Hey, correct in the chat, that was the 3rd Dominus. So we just need the 2 more Cerberus glyphs and the wall glyph. As Solon's going through the training hall. Ooh! Those fire hits do some big damage. Looks like Fuse is about ready to fight our favorite crab boss. Probably have a much easier time with it with the fire towers. Ooh, getting double hit by those fires. So I have fire to all these spikes and robots. Oh, there's more fire. Never mind, I lied. He's just getting down to the last bit of the lobster fight. Soon he'll crush the elevator down. And that's it for the training hall. And the crab's done on Fuse's side. As long as Fuse doesn't go to the trial, that should give him some catch up there, since there was nothing at the end of the trial. These spiders are not giving Solon much help with the lasers, especially with the poison. Another villager saved. Red chest at the bottom of the waterfall, giving out the royal crown. Looks like Fuse is going to do Monastery real fast. Find out there's not much else in here either. It looks like there's not much in Trista so far. Looks like And I am actually clipped itself through the mountain to the top part. That was kind of funny to look at. And Solon's changed the music on us because he found a record. Oh yeah, let's get some Wicked Child in here. You know, gotta love Bloody Tears and, you know, the theme of Simon, but Wicked Child is definitely my top 5 music choices for Castlevania music. Fuse is also joining Solon and Tristus. And looks like we've got our wall glyph in Paris. So we're just looking for 2 more Cerberus glyphs.
Wings! Let's play, cute little kitty.
As I said before, we do have a Discord. You guys are all welcome to jump into it, say hi to us. We could talk more about Castlevania music. You can also find out everything about Castlevania we have up to offer, including the Aria of Sorrow randomizer tournament we got going on. Ooh, we got the scale. We can move freely underwater. That opens up some areas. Need to see those levels here soon, so we get a level check. Solon's using the wall glyph to their advantage to get more master points. Fuse gets their parries. So Fuse is going to go ahead and check out those wall areas that we've skipped so far. It's time for some water stages from Solon's side. Alright, looks like nothing much in the water so far. Solon's not too worried about the XP now. So I'm going to try and move this explosive barrel to these rocks. And explosions! Explosions! Alright. I'm thinking since that's an explosion in the wire, the shockwaves actually would have done massive internal damage to Sonoa, but you know, video game logic. Now it looks like Fuse is just always a step behind Solon so far this season. And let's see what glyph Solon just picked up. We gotta upgrade hammer spell. And Solon rescues another villager as Fuse misses with the bombs. Oh, I guess Solon's done there. Only has a few areas left to check. Go to the Summit's Reef. Checking all the underwater checks. Which is following the logic chain since the underwater checks came after the wall blip. Oh, hey, we get to see the names of the enemies now. Oh, is that Cerberus glyph there? Looks like it. Woot. We're now one more Custis or Cerberus glyph away from go mode. Fuse is also again following Solon to the reef to get their second Cerberus. Looks like we got a boss coming up. And a nice quick fight. Solon's about done with this water section. Don't forget to give these runners a follow. We're going to put on a great show for you guys. Also, oh, there we go. That's it. We just have to find the villagers for the best ending, and we're go mode. 2 Cerberus lives in the same area. That means we skip the entire castle. Well, most of it. Like, we still have to get to Dracula, but still. We skipped basically the entire castle. It looks like we have all the villagers. I think. So I'm kind of confused with why Solon's moving forward. And Fuse gets the last Cerberus. Just double checking he also has all the Dominus. Yep. Double checked, we have all the villagers. Looks like we're going to fight Albus, I believe. And of course, Solon's going to be using Dominus for this. Sheesh, 500 damage a hit. The Fuse did not check in the other areas, went also to the Albus fight. We have a race out on our hands. However, Fuse is not using Dominus for this. So Albus is done now, and we also got the speed lift being used. Oop, Solon took an accident with using dominance again. Going on the Barlow fight, using a ball of his health, trying to ice sword the boss, and doesn't quite get the kill there. Not using dominance with lasers. And another death. Fuse is getting closer in the fight. Albus is using his double shot. And Solon third tries the charm. Does a little dance. And the castle's open. Fuse does get the finish on Albus. And we'll now be going to fight Barlow.
No, there you are. Welcome. Hey, want to buy something?
So Solon's going to do one big shot before going to Castlevania itself.
Come back again.
Alright, we're in the castle entrance now. Normally there's a bunch to this castle as Solon finds Vic Vipe of Radius. But we're just going to take the fastest way possible to Dracula. If you guys are interested in trying to run any of these Castlevania randos, don't forget we have Discord. We also have a tournament coming up for Aria Sorrow Randomizer. So let's move through the library. Fuse is on the Barlow fight. And a quick kill on Purrs. A wall man. So Solon backtracks for the bow. Fuse is still fighting Barlow. If Fuse again punch around a bit. Don't forget, all three DS-Vanias and Game Boy Advance Aria, and Solon all have randomizers to them. I have a link to it in our Castlevania Randomizer Discord. Feel free to join, try them out. Now we're opening up Cerberus here on Solon's side. And fuses into Castlevania. Solon's getting past these Final Knights very quickly with the beam we got from the start of the game. Fuse fights the easiest boss in the game.
Let's play, cute little kitty.
Alright, so Fuse opens up the Cerberus to go up to the final area. Fuse using a combination of the spinning blade and magnets to fly around the area. Fuse is teleporting. Looks like to give some more healing items. Or looks like Solon skipped one of the dominance pieces in Minerva Prison, if I can speak right. We saw Fuse do a double check of all the pieces before going here. All right, Fuse grabbing some last minute items before going up to say hi to Drac. Solon did say a few hours ago there was thunderstorms and he may have some internet issues. But we are moving on to the Dracula fight. As kind of unique, there's only really one phase to this Dracula fight, but he hits extremely hard. As you see, 142 from a fireball. We're at level 17 for this fight, folks. This is going to be a battle. She's trying to figure out what. Oh! There's another big hit there. Trying to figure out which lifts to use to do the most damage. Voluminato was doing 24 per hit. Ooh, finds a nice combo for 137 damage. It looks like spinning blades may be the right combo here. Don't forget, we have runners. They've been putting on a good show. Unfortunately, with Solon's internet. Fuse, putting on a good show as well. Don't forget, we also have a randomizer Discord for all the Castlevania randos. And the Aria Randomizer tournament if you're wanting to join a randomizer tournament. Yeah, no, as I said before, this is the only form of Dracula. He kind of has a weird second form, but Dominus actually finishes off that fight. Haven't checked. Dracula does think he's hilarious. Fuse, usually attacks that hit him in the face does damage. Ooh, getting a little bit more damage with these hammers.
The time for games is over.
Alright, looks like we're in the second phase of this fight. Dracula gets a weird walking animation in the second phase.
Over here.
Ooh, nice dodge on the Soul Steel.
Over here.
Push and shove, you should have Queen of Hearts. I believe it was in a red chest. Oh no! Fuse takes an unfortunate death. And so we start again. Don't worry, folks. I was told by these runners before this that their average time was 3 hours, so we got the time allotted by SpeedGaming for this.
I will toy with you a bit.
Now, unfortunately, if you just joined us, Solon had some internet issues because of storms. So when we get through this phase, Dracula has a lot of health. Chat's having fun with all Dracula's voice sounds. What makes is the second phase. So, wish Few some luck. Hopefully, we don't get another death there.
Over here? Destruction Ray!
Ooh, takes another hit with Destruction Rain. And it gets a Soul Steal at the same time. Here's hoping Soul Steal doesn't do that much damage. Oh! Unfortunate. One problem with these Castlevania randomizers, when you're doing this fast, you do tend to be very, very low level getting into the final boss fights. In Aria Sorrow, we've seen on SpeedGaming a handful of level 8 Chaos fights.
I will toy with you Dark Inferno! Fatal Ray! Dark Inferno! Fatal Ray! Dark Inferno!
Jesus having another good try here.
Fatal Ray! Dark Inferno! Fatal Ray!
nearing phase 2 of this fight again. Ooh, face the wrong way with the blades.
Dark Inferno!
Speaking of, in chat, they're talking about this voice actor for Dracula. They did just announce season 3 of Castlevania on Netflix. Looking forward to it.
The time for game.
And of course, the time for game's over. We're back to phase 2 of this fight. Ooh, nice double hit with that. That's 400 damage per union attack there. Just have to dodge the destruction rain. No!
You danced well.
So unfortunate.
I will toy with you a bit. Dark Inferno! Fatal Ray!
If you guys are liking the laughter and you like what we do here at SpeedGaming, don't forget to give all the SpeedGaming channels a follow. Subs and bits are appreciated as well. Not necessary.
Fatal Ray! Fatal Ray! Dark Inferno! Fatal Ray! Dark Inferno! Fatal Ray!
Alright, still getting through this first phase of this Dracula fight.
Dark Inferno!
I remember Dracula X Dracula laughing this much.
The time for games.
Alright, again, the time for games is over.
Where are you looking? Destruction ray.
Oh no, we got Destruction Rain again. Use a...
Souls, you danced well.
I feel like you could use a potion while that's still raining down. He has so many potions in there. Alright, looks like Fuse is going for level ups. Alright, looks like he's leaving to probably buy some stuff from the shop. Or... Oh! That's... Okay, so people in comments were commenting about the Death Ring. Fuse actually didn't have the Death Ring.
Welcome. Hey, want to buy something? Come back again.
Alright, looks like Fuse with the Death Ring is actually going to go back to Dracula. Or... That PPI is not wanting Fuse to get this glyph. Ooh, some lightning. That's not too bad. Going to an area we haven't explored yet. I don't want to get burned by all this. If you want to try this rando and any of the other DS randos, Aria Sorrow, other stuff, we do have a Discord where you can get all the download links and stuff like that. We also have a Aria Sorrow tournament coming up. Nice, easy, accessible tournament if you're new to the randomizer community, or maybe want to get to race or anything like that. Alright, we got the shadow puppet
I will take your
boss.
shadow.
Does look like Kira is back. Stream's completely dead, but Kira's back, and he has finished Dracula, and his time was 1:59:18. So he is technically first.
Raging Blade! Raging Blade! Raging Blade! Raging Blade!
He's right now chatting the Discord. Maybe he'll join us here in
Raging Blade!
the stream.
Raging Blade! 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 Raging Blade!
And that's a dead boss. And then level up.
So, I have lost.
Solon's joining us in Twitch chat. Yeah, no, Fuse has died to Dracula about 3 times. 4 times. 4 times, yes, 4 times.
Welcome. Hey, want to buy something? Come back again.
So again, as I said, Solon's joining us in chat right now. He's lost internet due to a thunderstorm. He did finish. And try number 5 for Dracula Fuse.
I will toy with you.
And trying to do Dominus, Fuse has second death. Alright, time for try number 6.
I will toy with you
Alright, Fuse is starting to learn how Agony and Death Ring works.
I will toy.
Double 930.
The time for games is
Oh, he got to the feet. Hope you guys are enjoying this showcase. Three of those Union, Dominus, Death Ring, Dark Slashes thingies put him to phase 2.
I will toy with you
Oof.
You should stay out of this.
Alright, going to try number 10.
I will toy with you a bit. Weaklings should stay out of this.
And moving on to turn number 11. Give all your energy to Fuse and chat, people. Everyone viewing this right now,
Toy with you.
send your energy. I love how, like, his transformation phase 1, phase 2 is him striking a pose.
Soul Steel.
And we get hit by Soul Steel.
Bring the life from you. Too weak. Where are you looking? That won't work.
Alright, it's time for the dominance phase. Get your GG's ready in chat. Just have to menu to the dominances.
Now is the time of your demise.
And GG to Fuse. All right. Well, that was fun. Don't forget we have the Discords and all that stuff. See if we can get the runners in here. If not, that's fine as well. And of course, you know, the Twitch chats evolves into classic Castlevania quotes. I expect this to happen at the end of every Aria randomizer run. I'm going to make a rule for all the commentators. They have to do the full Soten intro at the end of every one. Join the Discord. We have all the randomizers there and all that fun stuff. We also have that tournament coming up. You guys are all welcome to join the tournament. I do believe we're going to decide on some times this week and to get some qualifying seeds done where everyone runs. We're going to try out different flag sets for Aria randomizer. Both the runners are declining an interview, so I think I'm going to end things off now. Stick around. I'm sure there's something else on another SpeedGaming channel. Let me take a look at the schedule. All right, we got the Zelda 1 randomizer weekly race going on. And then tomorrow we still have the SMZ3 randomizer. Looks like tomorrow's actually pretty empty for the schedule, so more likely it's going to get filled up with Super Mario 3 randomizer stuffs. Ooh, Tuesday has a big day going on with Untitled Goose Game Tournament, all the randomizers. So yeah. Don't forget to follow all 6 of the SpeedGaming channels and our foreign language channels. Also, Jeffy, thank you for the 22 months of Twitch Prime. Your continued support is what allows us to stay on the air. Aside from that, don't forget to join the Discord, follow the runners, and I've been Kucheri, and I'll see you guys next time.